Fire crews spend hours fighting a massive fire at Lexington's Thoroughbred Center.
With dozens of firefighters on the scene of the Paris Pike fire, the department says they are prepared if anything else pops up.
Looking for mostly sunny skies with a few clouds starting to filter in as we work our way into the afternoon. That's a telltale sign something's on the way, and I'll show you that something coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at Noon.
Good afternoon from WKYT News. I'm Rebecca Smith. Barbara Bailey has the day off.
I'm Bill Bryant. Here's what's happening at noon. Lexington fire crews have been busy for hours now, battling an intense fire at a well-known Lexington venue.
The fire broke out just before 8:30 this morning at the Thoroughbred Center on Paris Pike. It left part of one building on the property in shambles. WKYT's Whitney Wetzel begins our top story team coverage with a look at the damage.
Now that the smoke has cleared, you can tell that the majority of the roof here has been destroyed, but firefighters were able to save part of this building. Take a look at this video shortly after the fire started around 8:30 this morning. Dark, heavy smoke was just billowing out of the building and flames were shooting out of the roof. Multiple crews were on scene fighting this fire. 3 ladder trucks were up trying to get water on top of the flames. It took close to 3 hours before firefighters got it under control. Now they just have to figure out what started it.
Once we deem the fire is out and then it's safe, we're going to send the investigators in to look around to see what actually caused that fire. And then after that, we kind of get with the investigators to see where we proceed from there.
Fire officials say part of this building at the Thoroughbred Center is a tack shop. The other is apartment units. At least one 2-bedroom apartment is destroyed. Firefighters say one woman was treated on scene for smoke inhalation and one firefighter was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation as well. We're live in Lexington. Whitney Wetzel, WKYT.
And we're told outbound Paris Pike is still closed right now.
63 firefighters from 32 different units worked that 2-alarm fire at the Thoroughbred Center. Crews tell us they used a defensive attack to try and put out the flames. WKYT's Sean Moody continues our top story team coverage with more on the amount of manpower it has been taking today to try to fight a fire that large. Sean?
The Lexington Fire Department has a huge presence out here. There are trucks all up and down Paris Pike and several up there on the property as well. They say they're getting ready for a long day. There are somewhere between 50 and 60 firefighters on scene. They had to bring in so many because of the size of the building and because the high winds are making the battle tougher. This is a much bigger fire than the department routinely goes out to, but a firefighter told me they just remember their training and get to work. Now, while they're out here, they also have to be ready for anything else that might pop up around the city. They say they have a backup plan for that.
We've done what we call move-ups. We've moved trucks to different areas so we can give sufficient coverage for the rest of the city, because we're not going to leave the rest of the city vulnerable.
The firefighters aren't sure how much longer they'll be out here. They just say they're planning to be here for a while. In Lexington, Sean Moody, WKYT.
The fire department also has mutual aid agreements with surrounding areas. So far, they have been able to handle this one on their own. A woman has lost almost everything she owns after her apartment was destroyed in an overnight fire in Richmond. The fire broke out just before 5 this morning in a garage on Catawba Loop Road. The woman who lived in an apartment above the garage says she was able to get out safely and then run to the main home to get help. She says all of her belongings were destroyed in the fire. It's not clear how it started.
It is a beautiful day in the bluegrass with sunny skies and temperatures getting up close to 50, but enjoy it while it lasts because there is more snow moving in overnight, we're told, which could make for a tricky, somewhat morning commute. Micah Harris is here with more.
Yeah, I believe that's going to be the case as we work our way into the rest of the afternoon. Like you mentioned, Rebecca, we're going to be close to 50 degrees in several locations. A lot of sunshine, winds coming out of the south. That always helps us out big time. And you can see across the way, we're anywhere from the low to even upper 40s. Hey, we're at 47 degrees there in the London-Corbin area. And as we get into the afternoon, I believe a few of us will be in the 50s, but we'll call it right there around 48 degrees for an afternoon high. The breeze coming out of the south is big time, but what it's doing is pumping in a little bit moisture out ahead of this next system. You'll see those clouds increase later on, and that means that you'll start to see that system kind of creep in here later on tonight. That's our focus of the forecast, really, is that light snow overnight. Now, really track the latest. I got some new data coming in from those models, and I'll show you what it shows coming up in a few minutes.
A former caregiver accused of sexually abusing intellectually disabled adults faced a judge this morning. 23-year-old Damon Heath is charged with sexual abuse, sodomy, and knowingly abusing a vulnerable adult. The Attorney General's office says Heath had sexual contact with 2 victims multiple times while working for Community Choices Unlimited in Frankfort. WKYT's Mark Barber is outside the Franklin County Courthouse with what's next in the case.
Investigators say for nearly 2 years, Damon Heath sexually abused 2 adults with intellectual disabilities while he was their caregiver. According to an arrest warrant, the 23-year-old admitted to investigators that from April 2013 through January 2015, he abused the adults multiple times in various locations. Attorney General Jack Conway says after the Medicaid Fraud and Abuse Control Unit received a complaint alleging abuse, investigators moved quickly, arresting Heath yesterday afternoon at his home on Murray Street. He's charged with 5 counts of third-degree sodomy, 4 counts of first-degree sexual abuse, and 2 counts of knowing abuse of a vulnerable adult. According to court documents, the victims are defined as vulnerable adults because they are unable to consent due to their intellectual disabilities. Heath is a former caregiver at Community Choices Unlimited, which operates facilities in Frankfort that care for intellectually disabled adults. The 23-year-old didn't say much during his arraignment this morning. He entered a not guilty plea and then asked to be represented by a public defender.
The court's going to deny your request, Mr. Heath. Based on the information you've provided me, you would not qualify for a public defender. You're going to have to try to do your best to retain private counsel.
Heath will be back in court for a preliminary hearing on February 10th. In Frankfort, Mark Barber, WKYT.
While Community Choices Unlimited is not saying anything about their hiring process, how many people Heath worked with, or how long he worked for them, they are saying they are shocked and saddened and will fully cooperate with investigators. Well, it is a big day for the Kentucky football team. It's National Signing Day.
It is. Mark Stoops and the coaching staff have been busy waiting for letters of intent to come through. WKYT's Dave Baker is live with us right here with more on some of the names that have already signed. Buzz?
Hey guys, lots of folks, especially in the SEC, like to focus on how many stars a football recruit has beside his name. But remember this, of the 48 starters in Sunday's Super Bowl, not a single one was a 5-star recruit. National Signing Day activities got going across the Commonwealth early, including our own Dick Gabriel there. They've been hosting coverage all day on UKathletics.com that you've been able to see on WKYT.com. Despite some late defections, the Cats at last count had 23 players committed for the 2015 class, including linebacker Eli Brown of Warren East and Bowling Green, who was sought after by all of the big schools. It'll take some time before this all shakes out, but most of the experts will tell you this class is ranked around 39th. Not bad, but remember 6 of the top 11 classes are from the SEC, including #1 Alabama. We've got continuing coverage on WKYT.com. Mark Stoops will talk about the class right there on WKYT.com at 1. And we invite you to join us tonight on the CW Lexington for a signing day special, Cats of the Future. Brian Milam, Freddie Maggard, Jeff Drummond, and Jeff Pecoro will analyze and break down the Wildcats 2015 class. It begins at 7 on the CW Lexington. Much more coming up in sports, guys.
We'll see you then, and we thank you. You know, it's been a while since there's been a Powerball jackpot this big.
Yeah, if you're feeling lucky, you may want to buy a lottery ticket today. Tonight's drawing is $370 million with a cash value of $220.6 million. This is a return to form for Powerball, which has seen a drought in recent months. It's been nearly a year since the jackpot has been this high.
All right, good luck.